It's an honor and privilege to welcome you to my channel. We are in section Virtue, chapter 4, the assertion of the strength of virtue, couplet 32. One who follows the path of virtue tastes the sweet fruits of profit, and others taste bitter losses. In this couplet, the poet stresses the need and effects of virtue. The display of both positive and negative outcomes is more effective when placed side by side. We should note that virtue is the closest word that can be used for aram. The original Tamil word aram is a heavy word which carries much more weight in terms of meaning. The word aram, along with the meaning of virtue, also means merit, integrity, morality, religious obligations as per one's inclination, good deeds as per prescribed rules of the land, including justice, hospitality, liberality, desire to charity, etc., to name a few. There are four major aspects of life according to Sanatana Dharma, which are Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. In Tirukural, it is represented in the sections Arathupal, Porutpal, and Inbathupal. Tiruvalluvar has not kept a section for moksha because if one follows and understands the first three sections clearly, then the fourth section would come naturally and would not need any exclusive explanation. The poet uses positive and negative reinforcements to drive home the importance and greatness of virtue in this couplet. As in the previous couplet, only the positive aspects were highlighted. There is great value and benefit that one would obtain when one strives to lead a life of virtue, and at the same time, there is a great loss for one who does not follow a virtuous life. Gains and losses are both in terms of material wealth, mental and spiritual growth. It is clear that feelings of gratitude, charity, etc. would naturally bring in good vibrations and thoughts, whereas the feelings of stress, animosity bring in negative and bad vibrations that would harm oneself and others equally around them and leads to nothing useful to anyone. Thus, the poet puts forth the pros and cons of leading a virtuous life and allows us to comprehend both aspects. Anyone who has experienced and tried to understand the workings of life would immediately understand the truths expounded here. But because of avidya, the ego would succumb to Maya. Tiruvalluvar puts forth the facts and wants us to realize ourselves instead of giving pieces of advice, because when one finds for oneself, the facts would remain without any internal conflicts.